Sagittarius, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is an energy reading, guys, so please take it where and how it resonates. And know that if you're not Sagittarius and this has popped up in your feed, and it's so weird because you never listen to tarot card readings, there's something here that you need to hear. And it comes to you at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. Conflict, issues, competition. I don't know what you guys are doing that you're involved in such heavy competition, or that you're in the middle of just haterade, lots of haterade. It could even be red tape, like a lot of things coming at you all at once. The good news about the Five of Wands is that it's little things, but it's all coming at you all at once, which is what's making me feel so crazy. It's almost like there's something here with regards to an ending, because we also got the Ten of Swords. So it's almost like maybe you've got a lot of things to finish up. Maybe you've got a lot of things to work out. Maybe you've got a lot of things that are coming, or there's just like a lot of anxiety that's built up because there's an ending that's coming. Something is finishing, and it hasn't really fed you. It hasn't really given you a lot. It's almost like you put in a lot, and yet it took a lot from you, and yet you haven't really gotten a lot from it. And so there's all these conflicts of maybe things that you haven't been able to settle, issues that you haven't been able to address. They're all building up, and ultimately those are the two cards that are showing. So I feel like there's a lot of anxiety that's been built up around whatever is headed in your direction. There could also be an ending that there's still a lot of unanswered questions with regards to, in which case we're going to figure that out. It could also be that there's a lot of strife with regards to an ending, a lot of he said, she said, or a lot of different opinions about why it happened. And I'm not really sure that it matters why, but we can get into it if it helps to clear your mind. What I think is that you need help clearing your mind. Like that's the reason. Like there's a lot of unanswered questions that are still really bothering you. Or there were a lot of people, there could have been just a lot of backstabbing, and a lot of people that ended up doing this to you. A lot of people contributed to the decisions that made this happen. It has to do with work, or you were doing a good job, or a situation where at least you thought you were respected, and yet everything is coming to a close now. Something is coming to a close now. And then we have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is this sense of, it's almost like you don't want something to end because there's so much crap associated with it. I know that sounds weird. It is coming to an end, but there's so much crap associated with it coming to an end. And you really feel like it's taking advantage of who you are and your power. And it's taken a lot of energy out of you. So there's this energy of maybe frustration. Nine of Wands could be, I don't want to deal with this crap right now. I don't want to even know why I don't want to deal with this, or I'm blocking things. Also, you could be dealing with an energy that's very stubborn, like somebody that doesn't want to talk about why this is happening, or why things are going on, or why decisions were made the way that they were. I feel like this is more of a work situation. I don't know. There's this one harmonious card. It just tells me you are doing a good job. You are capable of this. There's just a lot of petty crap that's all around you. And honestly, I think you can't wait for it to end because of the petty bullshit. So let's get deeper into what is all this stuff that Sagittarius is dealing with, and why. This could also be about you put a lot of yourself into a situation recently, and you finally are out of it. You're finally done with it. Okay, so we have the Tower here. So something really shocked you. News, information that came out, it just kind of like everything crumbled or fell down or fell apart. Or something that had to, and it's almost like this didn't have enough integrity to stand up. And then we have the Eight of Cups, walking away, maybe trying to get out before everything collapses, or realizing that after the collapse or after everything was kind of just like gone crazy, you're tired of it, like you're dealing with too much of it. So you could be encountering something like that this week, this sense of, yeah, I got to get the hell out of here. I got to get the hell out of here to protect myself and protect whatever investments I've made or whatever is valuable. A sense of, I'm not letting in toxic crap anymore, realizing that things got too far, they went too long, they went on for too long. I don't know why this toxicity was allowed back in your life. Maybe you were friends with somebody, and that's why you fought so hard to keep something up or to help them. But it's almost like you're starting to get shaken awake now and realize, no, I've got to protect my peace. I've got to protect my assets. I am not going back down this road with somebody who just brings disaster wherever they go. So that kind of seems to be the energy that's coming out here. It's like, protect your value, protect your energy, protect your valuables, because there is an energy here that it kind of brings calamity. And I think that you're kind of tired of it and sick of it. Let me get some more answers. Who or what is this? They've disappointed you in the past. This could have to do with Earth energy, a Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo, Capricorn, who am I forget? Taurus. This is Libra energy, maybe somebody that you were in a relationship with, but that had left a lot of disappointment in the past. There's a lot, or a relationship that you felt there was a lot of disappointment because of, and that you still haven't really let go of, or simply this. And take it wherever it resonates. I'm going to give you many different ways to read the cards so you can choose for yourself, since it's a general reading. It could be that you're still not over something that was so steadfast and secure and right and good. And so that disappointment in the past, it's like comparing it to the past, comparing what's happening now is what's making you know better. It's what's making you know that you deserve better. It's what's clarifying you and I think shaking you awake to the realization that you can't settle for less because of what you've had, even though you may miss it and it may never come to you again. And it may still feel like, you have a lot of anger or resentment or conflict with regards to it. There's an energy of it's also protecting you because it's standing as an example of what you're capable of, or what your life is capable of, or what you deserve. And ultimately, it's like, yeah, ultimately what you deserve. And you're not willing to settle for less. So let's get a little bit more clarity. I feel like it's like your standards have been raised and you're going through some crazy shit right now. You're going through some crazy shit right now that you don't deserve. Like, that because of experience with your life and everything that you've been through, you know that you don't deserve it. You know it. Hold on. We have 7 here, which is usually the number of nature. Number of nature, the earth number, 7 days, 7 nights, the things that it takes, the time that it takes to create something. But then we also have Piscean energy. I think that you thought that you could get something to work and it was delusional. You couldn't get this to work, right? Or something with regards to being depressed or being disappointed with regards to work or a working situation, or getting something to work, not necessarily your job, but getting something to work. Like, I think that there's something that's kind of like not on the up and up here. It's still drowning. It's still swimming in the wrong direction. Maybe false promises have been made, or something is starting to make you sick. These are all the symptoms that you could be feeling and experiencing right now because something is just not working out or not living up to your expectations. So we have Pisces in reverse, which means definitely not seeing things clearly and being completely like, okay, so what is it? Reveal, please, God. What we're not seeing clearly. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So it could have been a person, or it could have been mismanagement. It could have been somebody who wasn't responsible, especially with funds or money. It could have been somebody who was very unsettled, somebody who wasn't respectful, somebody who didn't adhere to boundaries very well. They were kind of all over the place. Somebody who may have taken advantage of you at one point, or somebody who just wasn't good balancing out the funds, or not knowing how to get everything in hand, or be able to figure out how to organize everything. Or it was an earth sign, a feminine earth sign, that really fucking fucked you over and really took you for granted. And it's almost like you were delusional and you thought, like, I can make this work, I can make this work, I can make this person better, I can help them, etc., etc. That is going to be a great big no. No, you cannot. That is what was delusional, and why you're like swimming down instead of up. You think you're doing the right thing, but you're swimming to an artificial light. You're swimming to a false light. So it's like, yeah, this whatever the situation was, it was not meant to last, and it is not good for you to waste your energy on. And the way would then be turn around and go in the direction you think is the wrong direction, because it's not the wrong direction. We have the Empress is here and the Knight of Cups. So there's something right now that you're standing in your power, and you're going to get a very valuable offer. You're going to get a very lovely offer, loving offer, but also very prosperous offer. So there's a lot of abundance that is coming through. So it's almost like, give up on what isn't working, because there is something coming in. You'll be very surprised. There is something coming in that it's actually very, very lovely, very beautiful. This is very feminine energy. So it's an energy of somebody who does want to give, or an energy of being given to. And there's a lot of generosity here. I think you were really lost in the muck and the mire of something, in some ways thinking that you had to settle, but it was this example from your past that basically makes everything pale in comparison to it. And the memory of that is making you realize, I don't have to settle. You don't have to settle. That's clear. There's a very generous offer coming in, a very loving offer, helpful offer, caring offer. Maybe there's a woman here, a feminine energy, very giving, very kind, very open energy. Somebody who has a lot of abundance and is showed up at just the right time to make an offer to you, or show you love and show you kindness and show you tenderness. To show you that kind of, to show you those things. But there's a generous offer, a very, very generous offer that's coming into you. And whatever the situation was, let's move on and let's see, where are we headed? Where is Sagittarius headed this week? Oh my God, to finding your power. To finding that you are absolutely manifesting something. If you have been really active in your manifestations, you're going to see that manifest into reality this week. You're going to see it. It's going to actually work. You are very magical. You are very powerful. It's coming directly from your manifestation. So I don't know what you are manifesting, but the magician showing up is saying that the universe is listening to you and transmuting its divinity into the physical form that you have been instructing it comes into. So whether that is in the form of a new relationship, a new job, clarity about this situation, like all of those things, it's there. It's absolutely there. And then we have this offer. This offer. There's a new offer coming in. Wait a second. There's 7 of Swords here, which means there's some sort of deception or somebody's taking from you. It's almost like you don't take too little, is what the warning is saying. Don't settle, because there's a very generous offer coming in. Look at, so we have this energy of clarity, Be very clear and make a decision very clearly to not let anything undermine you or undermine your value. I think what's become very clear is that your value is undermined, or that you are defeating yourself in making decisions that sort of settle for less than what you deserve. Also a sense of clarity that somebody is trying to squeeze some money out of you. Somebody is trying to maybe take advantage of you or steal your opportunity by not presenting you with the opportunity that you actually deserve. Making a judgment here to say, I gotta cut and run. Maybe even making the judgment to say that somebody is taking advantage, or I just want to clarify the Seven of Swords. Use your instincts and intuition. The High Priestess is here, saying it's all in divine timing. Like, intuitively, don't undercut yourself. Don't undersell yourself this week. You're fantastic. Like, the Magician is here with regards to the Eight of Swords. You can get yourself out of a bad situation. Whatever the situation is, you will figure a way out of it. There's something magical about this situation that you've been put in to realize your strength and to force yourself to realize that you're not stuck here. And that's why it's like Houdini getting himself out of whatever these ties were, or these chains are. Like, that's what's happening. And then you have this clarity about your purpose and about your sense of self. There's going to be, it's almost like you finally realize your worth. You realize your worth this week, and you're not going to settle for less. And that's going to liberate you from wherever you were stuck or wherever you have felt repressed or left behind. There's just beautiful clarity that's coming in with regards to this King of Cups, this Ace of Swords, this sense of, now I get my worth. Now I get my value. Now I understand. And there's emotional stability here. There's just stability in general. This could also be news or information that makes you happy and that allows you to see that somebody does care about you. Maybe somebody that you were in isolation from, or you felt cut off from, but it's almost like realizing that somebody actually did give a shit about you. Or somebody clarifies their feelings for you, or you do the same. There's just clarity with regards to how somebody really feels. I think it's more how you feel about yourself, that then impacts and affects everything around you and the choices that you make. Because once this clarity about your own self-worth comes in, you're not going to settle for less. You're going to recognize your magic, and that's what's going to enable this manifestation of this very generous offer, this really abundant offer. In terms of romance, you don't settle. You wait for the person who loves you unconditionally. In terms of the job, you don't wait for somebody who's going to underpay you. You go about every single second of this week, Sagittarius, knowing your worth and not being willing to settle. Let's go to the extended to see what comes out of that. The link's down below. I also pinned it to the top of the comment section. I'll see you there.